Lost Sale says, I'm still waiting on the pod racing game from Xwing. I can't just talk about what we all have been wanting and then never again. I want to customize my pod and race that motherfucker. Yeah, pod racing was fucking cool.
Need for Speed should have made a game in the Star Wars universe. Like, you should have been able to customize the paint on that bitch, what kind of engines you wanted. Like, we should have done that whole thing, Need for Speed, but Star Wars. It would have been incredible.
Yeah. So the reason why we talked about games is because I want to read another article that comes to us from Bounding in the Comics. Let's see. It says Sony claims they removed Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake promotional material due to licensed music. Fans believe it's evidence to the game that the game is in trouble. What do you think, man? Like I was looking forward to it. I was like, okay, if I'm not gonna play the old one, I'm gonna play the new remake. And we did see like a teaser trailer a while back. And now, do you think they're gonna remove it?
Grae?
I was gonna say I would think you just play the old one. Since you're about to finish Baldur's Gate 3, you might as well just jump into that one, actually. But yeah, this game has been on trouble for quite some time now. Because like the first studio that Embracer Group entrusted it to was Aspyr Media. They're kind of notorious for making mediocre games.
They just port shit.
Yeah, they're notorious for making I'm not even sure if, apart from porting, the game releases from them, it's usually subpar. 5 out of 10, 3 out of 10. It's like, I was wondering, why would you entrust something like this to them? Then it turns out eventually Embracer pulls it away from them, so it's kind of in limbo, and now we have this kind of news. So it's really in jeopardy right now. It's like again, I talked about Embracer Group before. It's like they a couple of years ago they were on a buying spree, kind of like Tencent, buying this developer, this and that. They kept buying so many developers. So right now we're seeing the effects. I think
that's because they could port those games easily.
Yeah.
Not KOTOR. KOTOR can't be just like immediately freaking ported easily. They had to actually think about what they were doing, and then we get this trailer from Aspyr that's like, hey, check it out, we're doing KOTOR, and it's like everybody and their mother is stoked about this game, but we have nothing. There's nothing. Like, do we have gameplay? What have you done? Are you using the old engine? Do you have a new engine? How are you actually porting it in? And then they said, we're going to change it to, instead of turn-based action, we're going to turn it into, an RPG where you actually swing your saber. And everybody's stoked, but they gave us nothing. Nothing. What do you want us to do with this? You made a pretty cinematic. That's it.
Yeah, it sucks, man. I was looking forward to it. Yeah, so I might just play the old one, but so imagine if it's like the old one, but with like the new fighting style of like what's the most newest Jedi? It was Jedi Survivor. Yeah. If they had like that combat, like that would be pretty interesting to play. I think it would be super fun.
Gay.
Did you not like Survivor?
Gay. Dude, you swing a lightsaber against your opponent and it bounces off of them or leaves them with a burn mark.
No, this was a cut in half, right?
That's dumb as shit. A lightsaber cuts through people. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's like gay. It's so dumb, dude.
I think they nerfed lightsabers. Like somewhere, whatever it was, they completely nerfed them, right? Like I was arguing with a person on Facebook, and they shared an image of Sabine getting stabbed with a lightsaber, and it's like, oh, the reason why Qui-Gon died is because Qui-Gon got stabbed in the center of the stomach versus Sabine got stabbed on the side. I was like, bitch, how hot is a fucking lightsaber?
You had
that thing will like roast your internal organs.
You had medical experts going, it's 4 inches to the left and 1 inch up from where the stomach occurs, so it's not actually gonna kill the human when that like, fuck off, dude. You get a lightsaber through the stomach, you're fucking dead. I don't care if it's 4 inches to the right. Shut the fuck up. It makes me so mad. And they're like, well, the reason Qui-Gon died is because it was 6 inches down from center mass. And apparently, because of the, we have the quality of the, Dude, that shit drives me nuts. It's Star Wars. This isn't Star Trek. If you get stabbed with a fucking lightsaber, you're dead.
Yep. They're like set sabers.
Disney does.
Set sabers for stun.
Shit. Yeah, set your saber for stun. Everybody can survive a fucking lightsaber through the gut if it's All
right, let's continue before Xwing blows a gasket. All right, let's see. A Sony spokesperson claims that the company has removed Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake promotional material from YouTube and other social media platforms due to licensed music. However, many fans believe the removal is because the game might be getting scrapped. Oh man. X account Daily Star Wars Games reported earlier this week that Sony and PlayStation had privated the Star Wars Knight of the Old Republic remake trailer, as well as deleting numerous tweets about the game. Okay, hiding and privating the video, I guess, but deleting the tweets?
Yeah, deleting the tweets.
That's completely different.
It's gone, bros.
Fuck,
it's gone. This game is gone. Bro, it's been 4 years now. It's gone. It's not going to happen. So these motherfuckers, what they love to do is they pick up a game that they can port easily and then take the credit. They're like, yo, I can make some money. And then they take a game like Knights of the Old Republic, who actually has some substance to it. And they're like, fuck, we can't, dude. We're trying to chomp on this thing, but like we don't have the chops to actually chew this steak. And they're like, they're out. They're done.
Yeah, that sucks. Man, so Grae, did you play this game?
It's in my backlog, but yeah, it's because I know how BioWare games work. Because
Hold up. You haven't played this game yet?
Not yet. It's part of my backlog.
I haven't. That's the reason I wanted to. I was looking forward to it. Oh. Oh shit, he's seething. Oh man. See, the thing is that I wanted to play it. Okay, so here's the reason why. This game the game came out on Xbox original, right?
Yeah.
I think KOTOR 1, at least.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. During that time, like I said, I was trying to get laid. So I didn't really play games. And the thing is that whenever I did play games, my ex would be super fucking pissed off. She hated it when I played video games, man. It's like, she's like, oh, why are you playing video games instead of spending time with me? I'm like, oh man, fucking bitch, man. Like, I just want to relax. I just want to, like, that's why, like, I had an Xbox, I had a GameCube, and I bought a, okay, I was one of those idiots that bought a Wii U. They probably should have called it Wii Fuck You, because that's what they did to us. I bought a Wii U and I bought like the Smash Brothers. Like I bought like, I actually had a bunch of other games on it too, but I never got to play it. It's because my ex didn't allow me to play video games. Right? She's like, whenever you're with me, you should be spending time with me, not playing video games. I'm like, yeah, there's a reason why she's my ex. But yeah, KOTOR was one of them, right? I wanted to play Knights of the Old Republic 2. Like, I wanted to play it. I had an Xbox. I wanted to play it. And they're like, no, never got to play it. So, but yes, you're muted. You're muted still.
Stop muting me. Can I tell you why this game is so important?
Why?
Have you heard of Darth Revan?
I've read it somewhere, but I don't really know the info.
Yeah. I heard it when you mentioned it like a little bit ago. That's the first time I heard of it.
Just say no.
No, I haven't.
So Darth Revan is like one of the most important characters in like the old universe of Star Wars. We consider him as like the god of the old. That game essentially what happens is you go through, you know, your entire experience, and then you find out at the end, like, you are Darth Revan. So you can be a chick, you can be a dude, whatever story that you tell, everything that you go through, you wind up being Darth Revan at the end. That's the person that you are. So it's really, really integral to a lot of these people who enjoyed this old, you know, old Star Wars universe, because we told our own stories. We were Darth Revan, all of us. And so I think it's always funny when people are like, Darth Revan should be a dude. But something happened, like a couple years later, they wrote a book, and Darth Revan was basically fucking Keanu Reeves. And they wrote a whole book, and he was a dude, and he had a wife, and yada, yada, yada. So Darth Revan is a male. So in the game, you could pick whatever you wanted to be. But when the book came out, he was a male. And I picked him as a male. So it was just like, you know, confirmation bias.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I can totally see him putting in the, you know, since this is not a remaster, it's a remake. They're gonna they will put in a bunch of those. No, you're mandatory to pick a pronoun, not optional.
That didn't fuck up Starfield for me.
Yeah, like for me, like, yeah. I know Grae is playing it, and I know a bunch of other people are playing it. If it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother you, and for me, the reason why, yeah, and the reason why I'm not playing it is because it doesn't
game.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like the reason why it doesn't bother me is because I'm not playing the game, and it's just because I don't think it's the type of game that I would enjoy. That's the only reason why I'm not playing it. I don't think the pronouns would have bothered me though.
Yeah, it's. I disagree with the people who say it's mandatory. But I will define it as mandatory if you cannot progress beyond the character creations. Nope. Choose your pronoun. Choose your pronoun. You can't play the game unless you choose it. No, you can just ignore it.
Dude, Grae, if they brought it up in the game, it would be a fucking problem. Like, you know, if you were walking up to one of the Freestar Rangers and they're like, "What are your pronouns?" I'd be like, "Fuck this game."
That's the time you can say it's forced, but
yeah, like fuck that, dude. But it's a half a second thing that happens in character creation, and then you're done, and then the rest of the game is open to you.
Yeah. There's a particular nuance that Ackman pointed out. You don't have to choose. You literally can just ignore it. That's the thing. Yeah. It's like you're gonna see pronoun, but you don't have to you don't have to press that pronoun button at all. You can just completely skip it.
Yeah, but I think the reason why, but yeah, we do know why it's there though. It's because it's just like to an agenda.
Again, I'm the guy in the middle, even though some people think I'm not. But yeah, I get it. It's only gonna get
welcome to fucking YouTube, Grae.
Yeah. YouTube, you got a lot of backlash for that video.
Yeah.
Dude, I have to be honest with you, like, it does not matter what you do. You're not gonna make everybody happy. I mean, dude, I legitimately I get DMs about how I have a large black dildo up my butt because I ride the fence so hard. Like, I installed with 3/4 bolts a large black dildo on the fence just to sit on it because I can't make up my own mind. It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. All right, let's continue with this article. Let's see. In response to this report, Sony spokesman told Kotaku, as part of the normal business, we delist assets with licensed music when the licenses expire. However, this explanation does not hold water given the PlayStation Spain YouTube account still has the trailer publicly listed on YouTube. It's possible, I'm assuming this is a typo, it's possible that there's a different license agreement for Spain than other countries. But the Sony spokesman makes no comment about that. And if you take his comment to face value, the existence of the Spanish trailer does indeed refute the claim. Oh man, like I said, so I do probably want to consider playing this game, but is it jank? Of course, it's Ryan Kindle's video, but is it?
Have you ever played a BioWare game?
Name a popular BioWare game.
Apart from KOTOR, well,
BioWare did all of
Neverwinter, the CRPGs. A lot of the CRPGs.
I used to love Neverwinter. Oh man, what a callback! I played the shit out of that. But so, wasn't all of what the fuck is the name of that? Shepherd.
Mass Effect. Yeah.
Mass Effect. Wasn't Mass Effect BioWare?
Yep.
Yeah. So Mass Effect.
Yeah. And Phil,
it's like Bethesda's little cousin, basically. BioWare is like Bethesda's little cousin. They do better on a lot of things, but
okay. I'm trying to look up all their games right now. I've never played any of their games.
Okay, yeah, the one I'm playing now, I think you should consider the one I put in the poll, like, because I want to do a BioWare throwback. Jade Empire. Since you love martial arts so much, I think you will love Jade Empire.
Okay,
Jade Empire is it's martial. The gameplay is super simplistic, but even then, the story is it's there. It's about the cycle of famine and prosperity. So it's absolutely your thing.
Yeah, and
so
we can definitely talk about
and you shout your moves like Leaping Tiger, long sword. So it's your thing. It's your jam for sure.
I hate that so much.
Shout out
everyone has to call their final,
Yeah.
Oh shit. Let's see. The privating of the trailer and the deletion
of EVs as a kid.
What is that?
Or is that the Coke gummy?
No.
It looks like
it's called a Nick and Lip.
No, I don't know what that is.
They're little wax bottles with like just pure hummingbird food in them.
No, I thought you were vaping the entire time.
No, these are Nick and Lips, man. Nick and Lips are like these weird little. They're shaped like Coke bottles, but they have nothing but just like pure sugar water in them. And it was just such a thing as a youth, man. They're so good.
I used to do like Lucas bottles and like that kind of stuff, like the tahine stuff back in the day.
I remember snorting Lucas on the school bus when I was like 8. I've just downed like 9 bottles of freaking Nick and Lips.
Yeah, I actually thought that you were vaping the entire time.
No, I was eating Nick and Lips, man.
All right. Yes, let's continue. Let's see. YouTuber Ryan Kennel said, after 2 years, it looks like whatever iteration this was in is completely and totally dead. So bad they had to delete any mention of their social media that they're busy making the videos private on YouTube. See, Data Racer says that this was exactly 2 years ago. That's a corporate decision. KOTOR Remake is done. I would have been so happy, to be honest, because like I said, I see people in the chat saying how good the game is, and the fact that I've never played it, like it makes me.
It's a good game.
Makes me want to check it out.
Yeah, it is. It is
tough when you go back to it, because you're in 64-bit polygons. You're like, this is fucking lame. But to be honest with you, man, I mean, the game really expanded the universe. You really get to meet like a bunch of different people. You fight Mandalorians. You fight, people from the Republic. You fight all these different kinds of people. The Sith are different in this universe than they are in other universes. So you actually have like an established Sith army, and they all wear kind of chrome armor. Like they look like the Mandalorian. I don't know. It's wild. It's a lot of fun.
OG BioWare games entail it's usually you can be an absolute paragon or you can be an absolute douchebag.
Yeah, usually you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
My favorite was going back to Kashyyyk and fighting on Kashyyyk, and you befriend a couple Wookiees along the way, but there's like these giant fucking spiders and like all these different things you have to fight. It's cool.
So from what I know, so it looks like this is a screenshot right over here. It says for 2021 Android iOS is this game on Nintendo Switch?
It is.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Literally everywhere.
So that's how I replayed it. When I was a kid, I played it on the computer, and then I replayed it as an adult on the Switch.
Does it still hold up? Or is it more like nostalgia?
Yeah, it fucking holds up.
Okay. I'll probably check it out because can you choose what path you want to do? Like you want
to Empire. That's the most important thing. You're going to learn about the Rakatan Empire and all that different shit that you didn't know about. That's in that game.
So sad that it's no longer happening, man. Well, I hope what we're speculating, and of course people online are speculating, I do hope it's a rumor and the rumor is not true, and they are working on this still. Right?
We'll see.
I think they're just trying to find the ideal developer that can live up to it, that can make sure it can be just as good or maybe near on par to the OG.
I'm waiting for fucking what was that game? What was the name of that game? Star Wars
13.
They came out with no 13 was George. They came out with a game, and I'm trying to remember the name of it, but we saw what looked like the Yuuzhan Vong banging on the drums.
This is going to bother you for the entire stream. Is that back?
Star Wars. I think it was like Origins or shit. What was the name of that?
You gotta look it up now. You gotta look it up. But yeah, the fact that I never played any Bioware.
You don't remember the trailer? There was the guys beating on the drums, and then there was like two guys fighting with a lightsaber on the bridge.
See, someone tries to Jedi Outcast.
No,
Jedi Academy.
No. We've already forgotten it.
Yeah, I wouldn't know at all. Star Wars Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Oh,
okay, someone said it there.
Yeah.
Thank you, a booming.
Yeah. That was announced for quite a. I forgot about it. Yeah.
Lost Tales also said it. Yeah. So Eclipse. So is that? What type of game is that? Is that an MMO?
Isn't it developed by Quantic?
The latest statement, it was Quantum. Yes. So the latest statement they put out was that essentially, it's like Bethesda. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but this continues to just like exist. It's a persistent universe. So it really doesn't matter what you do. Like the story continues. And look at Yoda in the temple chambers. Let's fucking go. I'm sorry, but like that makes me horny.
Would you want a prequel of Yoda's youth when he was younger?
So that's what they tried to do with the High Republic. Those books they put out. I read 2 of those books that they put out for the High Republic. They were fucking ass, my guys. They were so bad. And it broke my heart because, we as Star Wars fans, we consider that time period the Old Republic. Mm-hmm. And they're like, and Disney's like, no, it's the High Republic. And all of us are like, what do you mean fucking High Republic? And they wrote a bunch of books. And I'm like, all right, well, if this is your take, let's find out what's going on. And I read 2 of those books and they were just ass butt. Terrible books. There was a rock named Geode who wound up being kind of like he was kind of like believe it or not, actually, after I read the book, Geode was my most favorite character out of those books. There was a captain who named his ship the Vessel. It was just terrible. And Geode was actually the most palatable character.
Mm-hmm.
But they're saying this is still on. I think it was Theory tweeted these guys the other day. They're like, ooh, is this actually still happening? And the guys were like, yep, we're still on. So apparently there's still a studio working on this game.
Yeah, this one looks pretty good. The Eclipse looks pretty good.
Yeah, the cutscenes are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, but was there any actual gameplay?
No, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy games look incredible until you play them, and then they're different.
Yeah, especially Final Fantasy 14. The game's a lie.
Yeah, this is developed by Quantic Dream though, so I only found out the scope of it now when you mentioned it. I have my reservations because if you guys know the games they made, like Heavy Rain, Beyond Two, so Indigo Prophecy, those weren't exactly stellar in terms of gameplay and storytelling. So it's really more about the visuals. But then the scope of this game is just too massive for them, in my opinion. At least they cannot do it by themselves.
What Quantic does really well is human interaction. The thing that Quantic does well is the interactions between the characters in the universe. That's what they do. I mean, what was it called? Chicago Human Real or whatever the fuck it was called.
God. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So those kind of games, they do a really good job of actually, kind of creating relationships between people. So I think they could do a really good job of creating the narrative between the human beings, the people that you interact with. But we also know from anybody who's been actually tracking this game is that they didn't have the chops to fucking handle a universe like this. Detroit. It was Detroit.
Detroit become human.
Detroit. So I think they have the ability to create the narrative aspect of the game, but the reason why they basically put it out, they put a clips out, and by the way, this is what happened. They put a clips out to the world, and they're like, somebody please pick this game up. Anybody. Because we don't have the fucking chops to make a universe like this. I think what they're doing is they're basically partnering with another studio so that they can create the human interaction that they want from the game while creating a universe like somebody who Bethesda can actually make, right? Because, and fuck them, by the way. I'm so mad at them right now. I am so mad at Bethesda.
Did you not like Starfield?
Love it. I hate what they did with it. I love Bethesda. I will be a Bethesda simp until the end of my days. Dude, I started with Oblivion on the original Xbox.
Yes.
And I'm now here with Starfield. Like, I know Bethesda. I know their games. I know their menus. I know everything. Like, but this is a Bethesda game, top to bottom. It is a fucking Bethesda game. Like, nothing has changed since Oblivion. It's the same menus. It's the same shit. And Cumberman, you get potions if you want to add 30 to your fucking, your weight, yada, yada, yada. I love the game because, it's the same game I played when I was 16. What I'm mad about is that now it's 2020 fucking 3 and you spawn onto a planet. And by the way, the president of fucking Bethesda goes, well, you're going to get to explore planets upside down and sideways, okay? You're going to get to explore the entire planet. Like, fuck you. You lied. If you land on a planet, the assets only exist in a bubble. You can't explore the whole planet. If you get out of your ship and you run out and you go up onto a hill, which there's nothing going on, by the way. If you just land in a random place on a planet, there's nothing going on. And then you run into a fucking invisible wall and they tell you you have to go back to your ship. So every place that you land on a planet is it's a what do you call it? Like a fishbowl. It's a fishbowl. It's not really open for the entire planet. So it's a lie. They lied. They lied about the game. They lied about the places you can go. And I'll be totally honest with you. This is just fucking Skyrim with more restrictions on tab. But there's more restrictions on travel because I remember modding the shit out of Skyrim and I got a jetpack on a Viking and I flew into the air and you could see the fire from the Giants camp like 200 miles away. You can't do that kind of shit with that game. They fucked up. They fucked up on the travel. They fucked up on all kinds of different shit. I love that game, and I've been playing the shit out of it. I'm like, I think I'm a Starborn level 9 now at this point, but they lied to us and they fucked up and they should have done so many different things, but it's Bethesda. Please get rid of Starfield, finish my Elder Scrolls game, and get it to us. Okay.
Thanks for checking out this segment of the Project Eggroll podcast. If you like what we do here, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will know next time when we go live. We do go live every Saturday at 8 p.m. Once again, we are just getting started. Tons of more video to come. Thanks, and we'll see you guys next time.